night.
Yeah.
Rare, I know you guys played Carolina on Thursday night. Friday night, is there any harkening back to the high school days for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we were at practice today. Just everyone's excited. That's really a good thing that, with a quick turnaround like this, everyone's excited. For the Friday night game, it does kind of bring back high school memories, and everyone's running around on Friday night lights, and everyone's pumped up and hyped. So, if that gets us going, I'm going to be excited.
Has this offense evolved kind of the way you thought it would in the preseason? There's a lot of talk about being a power rank. You've done some of that. You've done other things. What have you seen just in the way it's grown?
Yeah, honestly, I think Coach Fairchild and Matt have really done a good job, just kind of leading the offense and getting everyone in good spots, and just kind of getting a good flow of momentum in the games that you've seen with the offense. So I think that's just been a plus. I think those guys at the helm have really done a great job for us. So
I guess you've been successful out fighting people for the ball. Have you always been that kind of receiver? Just kind of evolved into it.
Yeah, I mean, Matt does a great job. Matt's a real smart football player, so he knows where to put it. I mean, even the way he just describes after the play why he did it or why he threw the ball here or there. I mean, if the DB's not looking, he'll put it in a certain. If the DB's kind of chasing me, his back is to Matt. He'll put it in a certain spot so he knows where only I can get it. I was even telling Matt, just even we'll just be talking and honestly, that feeling where it's only the ball's up and it's just you and the ball. I mean, that's a feeling I live for. So that's why I kind of just I love fighting for the ball. I love that feeling. It's just you and the ball. There's nothing like it to me. So.
Matt said you didn't have to use one hand, just one hand that touchdown catch. Just second nature.
Yeah, I mean that's his. Tell him that's his fault. He shouldn't. He should have just put it on me. So.
Canaan, there was a lot made of the non-conference schedule
Yeah.
going into the year. Those four teams have a combined record of 9-2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are in the top 10. Has it been as challenging to play as you thought it would be, or people said it might be?
I mean, it's definitely challenging, but I mean, this is Division I football. I guess you kind of always got to be ready for the challenge and expect the challenge, and I don't know, that's what we signed up for. So I'm really excited for our schedule. I've been excited since the spring. So.
Does this almost feel like a kind of a turning point game? It's the last game of the non-conference, going into a bye, going to ACC play, a chance to even you guys at 2-2. I mean, what is kind of the magnitude of Friday?
I'm definitely a big game, but just like William & Mary was a big game, it's like Notre Dame and UCLA were big games. So we just got to come out firing our belly on Friday night. So it's going to be a big one for us, and we're excited as a team. So.
How important is it going to be for you guys to kind of set the tone on defense against Boise?
It's a Friday night game. We all been talking about it. This is, big time game. Only games really going to be on TV that everybody's going to be watching. So, we're all prepared. We all know that as a defense, we got to pick it up, especially from last week, and make tackles, make plays, and just get some turnovers.
Talked about picking it up from last week, and Coach London had mentioned that he didn't think the tackling was very good against William & Mary. As you went back and looked at video, was that your impression as well that the tackling needs to get better?
Yeah, you just gotta, you gotta get on guys about tackling. Gotta start focusing more on the little things we're in practice. So, bringing your hips through, coming through with your head up, just little stuff you just have to start focusing on.
TJ Mike said he looked really good in practice today. Do you foresee a more or a larger role for him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He'll get worked in there, and I'm really excited to have him back. I mentioned this on Saturday after the game. I had the connection that I have with Canaan right now. I had that all summer with TJ. So it's not like when I lost TJ in the summer, it was hard. I did not take it well, and I had to put it aside, and we focused on what we had. But having him back is just a huge deal, and I can't wait to play with him.
Matt, it's only one game, but 2-2. A 2-2 record sounds a lot better than 1-3 going into conference play. Would a victory in this game be a significant springboard into conference play?
Absolutely. The season, every game, everything's off of momentum. If you can get some momentum going, get the snowball rolling downhill, that's really what you need, and that's what we're going for this weekend.
You guys don't know who's going to be under center for Boise State.
Both guys can run the system effectively. It seems that way just by watching the film for 2 days. And one of them seems a little bit more mobile. They like to get him out of the pocket a little bit more, do some nakeds, some play action and rollouts. So I mean, just to prepare for that, you just gotta try to keep the guy in the pocket, make him make decisions on his feet in the pocket, and I mean, just try to force him to make mistakes.
Getting any sense from your fellow students, maybe non-football players, about a Friday night game? What do you think about playing this Friday night?
It's awesome. I mean, anytime you have a night game, just the energy of the town is a little bit different. You got a huge build up, hours for people to tailgate and get around here and have a good time. So I mean, that's always awesome to bring that to Charlottesville, and I think the crowd will show it come Friday.
What's that like for you guys? You're in class. You're not normally in class leading up to a game.
What was that?
I said, what's that like for you guys? You're not normally in class, like in a day of a game, kind of leading up. Is that focus going to be kind of tricky that day?
I personally don't have class, but I mean, I guess for the guys that do have class, I mean, I guess it can be a little bit distracting, maybe. But I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to handle the situation.
Your classes aside, when you play a night game, what do you do to try to keep your mind right all day long when you normally don't have to play that late?
It's hard. I mean, I tend to get a little bit pumped before games, and having to wait that long, it's definitely hard on me. So I got to listen to a little bit of slow music, some R&B to like calm me down a little bit. But I mean, it's definitely tough having to wait that long for a game.
Do high school kids still wear their jerseys on Friday nights?
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I was around my high school last year on our bye week, and yeah, it's still tradition.
So those that are at UVA here and come to class Friday, will they wear their jerseys?
I mean, hey, whatever works for them.
Is this kind of like a turning point game? I mean, because looking at it, going into a bye, it's going to end your conference 2-2, that you have a good spot going into conference play. How do you kind of view kind of the magnitude a little bit? Is it a little bit heightened?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a big game. So I mean, this game is definitely has a little bit more to it, just being a Friday night game, and then like you said, being a game that could even us up in the record, and then give us some momentum going into the bye week. So I mean, the focus is the same, mission is the same. Now we just got to go out in the field and execute.